Yeah, we'll see in a minute.
Got 3 lights on me.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to put. You reminded me. I'm going to put one light on. Just a minute. Let's get the software loaded and switch on. Okay, so I'm lit as well. All good. Okay. This morning we are live on Be Live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and the website. And Peter and I will appear. John will probably join us as soon as he's got his parcel. He's not collected a parcel for a while. He must be collecting one today.
Just watching us on LinkedIn.
Good.
On the phone.
Right. And we're here.
Yo!
Oh, I've got 2 of me. I don't need 2 of me. That's one too many. Okay. What I do need to do is to actually change where that camera is looking.
So can you see Can you see it in the background?
Just a minute. Coming back.
I need a pillow.
No, I can't. I can't see a chair.
Can you not?
What? Okay. And having collected his parcel, Mr. John Upton joined us. Probably going to say he wasn't collecting his parcel. Morning, John.
Morning. No parcel, but I'm afraid I'm full of the flu, as you can probably hear.
Good morning, Peter.
Morning.
Morning.
Right. Okay. Now, a lot has happened since we were last together, and most of it is financial.
It's done it again this morning. The FTSE's plummeted again today.
I'm going to
today, and now is plummeted again.
Yeah, I'm just going to read something from the Guardian. Liz Truss defends mini budget, saying she has to do what she believes is right. Yeah, I mean, they're denying, as far as they're just denying that what they did last week in the mini budget last Friday has had any effect whatsoever on the financial markets, and it's all down to Brexit, Ukraine, nothing to do with what they did. They are totally in denial, are they, Peter?
You know, I've never really looked into it. I just carry on regardless, folks. You know, I've never. It didn't mean much to me. Does it affect us?
Oh yeah, directly. Today I get a payment from Amazon into my bank account, and because our exchange rate with the USA has bombed, I get more pounds for my dollars. It's a win, but everything after that is a loss. If we want to buy any software, we're paying more than we were last week. If we want to buy any food, we're paying more than we were last week. If we want to buy electricity, we're going to be paying even more. Yeah, basically, and the government, well, Bank of England is trying to rescue us, because basically the government borrows money in order to spend it, and they borrow 30, 40 years and repay in 30 years. Yeah, between 1 and 30 years. And the interest rates that the government have to pay to the lenders have been going up. So in other words, we're paying more interest than we were last Friday. Yeah, and it's going to cost us. I mean, it's got to come from somewhere. They can't borrow it because they're actually paying interest on the borrowings already. So they've shot themselves in the foot, right and proper, and they're just not admitting to it. It affects every part of our lives. Mortgages will go up. When I looked, John, over a quarter of the mortgage lenders have withdrawn their fixed rate interest packages, which makes it
true.
Yeah, makes it virtually impossible for new buyers to get for anybody to get a mortgage at the moment.
Well, not only, I was looking at another van. I was speaking to the guys. I says, how's things with you? He says 9% interest rate to get a van.
I don't think that's particularly odd. It's been around the 9 to 10% for months.
Yeah, but he says that's the cost of it. But however, he says we're getting a lot of people not getting the finance because they're feeling a credit check, and they're also looking at what type of job they're doing, you know. And so not a good time to be going out borrowing. I watch my food consumption now, but am I in a different world? Am I sitting in a bubble on my own just now?
We all sit in bubbles. We all do the best that we can to sort out our world. But there are times when the real world intervenes in our bubble, and this is one such. Because there's nothing that we can do to escape it.
No, and ordinary household stuff. I mean, I was talking to Cecilia yesterday. A 1 litre bottle of thick bleach, yeah. In February, it was 39 pence. Yeah, it's gone up multiple times since then, and it's now 60 pence. Yeah, and that's own brand. If you were to buy Domestos, yes, I did know Brent name. That's just ridiculously expensive. It's £1.25. It's nearly twice the price of, well, more than twice the price of own brand. So we're definitely, everyday stuff is going to kick us into what sits.
Here's the thing, right? I was listening to a lady that buys in fabric, and people are taking up sewing. People are taking up knitting. Now, I'm going to tell you, folks, I'm going to give a bit of a plea here. Things are tight. You can't go out getting ready meals now. Start learning to cook. Start mending things. If your brother is left school, you're going to have to take his trousers. You're going to have to do your bit. It just can't be off the shelf every time. As I say, learn to cook. Watch what cut back and learn how to use your radiators properly. And if everybody does that, we'll get there. And that's what I say. Start looking. Too much convenience society. What say you guys?
I think those are wise words, but they're something that we do virtually all the time. The curve that we've been thrown is what happened since last Friday, and it was unnecessary. It was ill thought out. Giving more money to the rich and effectively what we've done is take money from what we would call the rich people and give it to the richer people, and everybody is suffering, taking it from the poor as well, or poorer in society. Did anybody watch? I'm going to ask this question. I know the answer, but did anybody watch the Labour Party conference? Right. Okay. They are basically riding on the crest of a wave now because they don't need to do anything because the Conservatives are still doing everything wrong. Even having changed Prime Minister, they still managed to put their foot in it. And when Labour come into power, and I think that's becoming an increasingly, it's going to happen because Liz Truss is not going to last two months, never mind 2 years. They are going to renationalise all the power companies,
which and the railways as well, hopefully, because it's crazy. Water. What they did was, we now have all these regional water companies, but we have a national. I don't know how this works in Scotland, but in England we have a national collection agency called Water Plus. Useless is too polite a word for them. They're just hopeless. You know, I've been fighting with them over money that's owed by the allotments, and it took me 3.5 years to actually get them to send us some invoices. And then when we get them, they're massively wrong. Yeah. So, you know, if they're not being collected, how are they paying for the water? You know, how is water being paid for?
I will warn people who are thinking of Labour. I'll give you this warning. I do believe it was their Chancellor, the money holder, when he left office last time, he did turn around and say to the next one coming in saying,
There's nothing in the kitty.
"There's we've spent it. That's why I'm in this situation. You never saved anything."
Yeah, right. A quick question, Peter.
Yeah.
Have things improved in the last 12 years?
Spend.
No. Look, the current government is spending like heck. The current government is spending money it doesn't have.
We've just gone through the equivalent
The
of World War. We've got to
No.
build. We've just said World War III again, basically. The country is on its knees because of the pandemic, because of what happened, and they have to build up again. The troops are getting new ammunition.
The phrase of the week is in denial, I think. I mean, it's patently obvious to the bankers, to the Bank of England, to everybody who actually controls the finances in the UK that we're being put in danger when we don't need to be. And the Conservatives have made things worse over the last 12 years. They've borrowed more money than ever before. But anyway, we've got to agree to have different viewpoints. Yeah.
We'll have to stop giving aid to Ukraine. We'll have to stop giving aid to India.
No.
We'll have to cut back and keep it ourselves.
We've got to stop giving it to the people who don't need it.
Like India.
Which is the rich.
All these people that have got their own nuclear programs, etc., they don't need our money. Keep it every penny back here forever. Saying sorry. Yeah. Look at our country. We need it. We need every penny. Sorry. Every penny. Sorry. Get your own company, get your own country to do it. What about that then? Did you think about that?
We are an island, but we are not self-sufficient. We can't.
All those 50%
of our food comes from abroad.
Well, we need to be self-sufficient.
Can't be.
We've got to try to be like fracking, for instance. Make sure that we've got our own power for the future. Never, ever be dependent on anyone again.
Bring Boris back.
No.
we may have to bring in rationing, and Nathan, the nation will be the healthiest it's ever been.
Right. Okay. I think it might be time to change tack because we're never going to be on the same page. Okay. Anything else going on in the world? Anything?
Gangster Paradise in 1995, really big hit by a rapper called Coolio.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He died last night. Yeah, he was found on the floor in his bathroom. He'd had a heart attack and passed away. But it's a tune I still remember well today.
I've a question.
Sorry?
I've got
a question. Yeah.
Up the pipeline, Nord Stream. Who done that?
What?
Who blew it up? Nord Stream.
The pipeline.
We'll answer to that is we don't know, Peter, but it's a mighty coincidence, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Ooh. So who was it? Was it on stream yet?
Yeah.
Who was getting supplied with it?
Nobody.
Germany. Well, nobody.
Nobody. The particular thing where it was offline.
Right.
Right.
Maintenance.
Right, for maintenance. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think it could have been a mistake with the maintenance? Like Chernobyl? Or do you think it could have been a bomb?
The Norwegians think it was.
What a world we live in.
No,
it's funnily enough, there was a new pipeline yesterday as well. Did you see that?
Uh-huh. Nope.
Did you not see that? So the
I
one
know.
that came from the east, a new one from a Western European country started pumping out north. Ha
Uh-huh.
ha! What a coincidence.
Indeed.
What do
Say
you
good
think?
morning.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Good morning to Jesse.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions about anything about the UK, don't ask us. We haven't got a clue, and neither has our government. But we keep on trucking.
well,
I also want to say thank you to Manjeet and Jessa for liking today's broadcast.
I don't know about you guys. Well, I've got other people to worry about, right? But you've got to look after yourself first. It's going to be the survival. I got a hit last week. I won't mention it, but I got a big hit last week with my business, you know, and it shook me to the core. I don't know if I told you. I did I? So it's got my rethinking cap on as well, you know, and I'm doing everything I can to look at costs. Here's an instant. You know, I got an email in the other day. Oh, your renewal. Do you know I've been paying £15 a month since 2018 to a website that I visited, and I took a free trial and forgot to cancel it in 2018. And it came because another website. There was a paper, I think. So, folks, look at every penny. I was fuming. Come to about 540 quid. Cancelled it right away. Bang.
Yeah, free trials with where you put in credit card details, and then if you don't do anything, you get charged. It shouldn't be allowed.
No.
Free trial should be a free trial, and then you should be asked to continue.
Yeah.
The separate transaction, because it's lethal. Because if you sign up a contract and you try something out, let's just go with $3. You think, well, you know, not much, but it all mounts up, doesn't it? It does mount up.
So I'm gonna get my MP and say, look, this should be a ban on this. You should tell them that you want to renew this.
Yeah, should be a positive, proactive action.
Is it UK based, Peter, or is it an international thing?
So actually, I looked it up, but give them their due. As soon as I phoned them, got through one section. Oh, hey, listen, I've been a member for quite a while. Oh, yes, I'm going to cancel it. And the guy was very good. He done it right away, so I can't say what it is. I can't even remember the name of it. But it just says, I'm not paying that. And I think everybody should look at everything and start afresh. Cancel all your direct debits. They'll soon come back to you when that isn't paid. Find out what it is.
And what have you had from your energy supplier? Because they've been writing to everybody in the last few days.
Well, we haven't had any.
Mine wants another £80 a month.
Do you know, my friend was round yesterday. He lives on his own. He's actually saving £60 a month with his new tariff because he's quite tight. Well, you know, he's frugal, right? He's that frugal. One day I never thought I would hear these words. Hi, Andy, if you're listening, I'll buy your coffee. You had to pick me up in Costa. I was on the deck. But no, what he's done, he actually told me that he's made a saving by going on a new tariff. And I think everybody's getting £60 a month or something on back, something like that. It's confusing me.
It's roughly £65, but it varies by £1 or so over the time, just to make it all even out. But you still got to pay first, and then you get it back afterwards. So you've got to have the money in the first place.
You guys pay by direct debit, and then they end up, you say, oh, we've got 500 quid of your money. If three of us here, that's 150 quid each a month.
basically they've got to give you the grant. Yeah, it is a grant because it's not repayable.
Yeah.
7 days of collecting your direct debit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, no, we get we'll work out what we're going to pay him once, right? But we'll work it out or past it. But we end up with about £400 or £500 in credit, and so do a lot of other people.
I'm currently looking at mine. I've been asked to pay an extra £80 a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to change mine until the next bill comes because I'm currently £576 in credit. Now, I know some of that will be owed.
Yeah.
Hang on, if 200 of that stays there, then that affects the 80 quid a month, doesn't it? So I'm not increasing mine until after I've received my next bill, which is it should be the 15th of October.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, you know. But the theory is you do get £60 roughly back, yeah? But you've got to pay it first and then you get it back.
I'll tell you, I tried to save money by going to Poundland the other day, right? So much for saving money, 59 quid. But you can maybe see how clear I am today. I got 2 ring lights for coming on camp. I got these glasses, John, brilliant. They're £2, £3, right?
I've got a whole row of them over there.
And they've got flat cases, and they've got blue tinge to stop the, what do you call it? And
yeah, the light stuff.
Very low, and I can put them in my cycling kit. But also, I've got a pair of jeans for £5, but I've lost so much weight that I took them back. They were too wide. What else did I get? I bought, Sheila went mental because I can't even remember what I bought now. But yeah, it was good. The lights are very good. I'm very happy with them actually. Do I look clear?
Yeah.
You do. You're well lit, Peter. How many lights have you got on today?
Actually got 3 lights today. And I've got the one that the type that you recommended. I've got that one. And I've got 2 selfie lights. And I can also put a camera on them, a phone camera, and do that too. So, and do you like my blue wall?
I do. It's different.
It's virtual.
Look, it works well. It works well.
It's virtual wall. So yeah, so quite enjoying that. Now I told you about that carousel with that other company.
Yeah.
So people are actually, but it's okay if you've got your own product to sell, your own products, and some of them are doing well with that.
Oh yeah, the system works. I just want to answer a question, and unless you guys can answer it first, how much is £80 in pesos? Right. No, it's okay. We're being watched from the Philippines,
Okay.
and Jesse, hello, and we can tell you that £80 is 5,100 pesos.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's Filipino pesos.
It is, yes.
I asked Google and they say that's 1,752.69, but that's Mexican pesos.
Right. I think we're more likely to have a viewer in the Philippines than we do in Mexico. I may be wrong. Jesse, where are you? Where are you watching us from? That would help.
Yeah, 5,096.27.
Yeah, I just rounded it up, John. I was just
Philippine peso.
I asked the same Google search engine. Yeah, in fact, Alexa, how much is £80 sterling in pesos?
£80 is 1,747 Mexican pesos and 19 centavos.
Okay.
Same whole life held down.
And comment from Jesse, and Jesse's yeah, Filipino, and you're welcome for the answer. Thank you for the answer. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Trying to think of anything else that's actually going on. There's been a lot of politics in the last week.
Yeah.
And Peter's mentioned the pipeline, mentioned Coolio. Okay. This weekend is the Henley on Thames literary festival.
Right.
And we're going over to Henley to stay the weekend, arriving Friday, coming back Monday. And I'm looking forward to a session by Mr. Robert Harris. Basically, a session we're all going, and you get a free copy of his latest book. Well, when I say free, you're actually paying for it in the ticket price, but looking forward to it. I mean, he wrote Fatherland. He's done, a lot of ripping good yarns, as we'd say, based on history. And so that's Robert Harris at the Henley Festival on Sunday, I think, at 12 o'clock. You can watch him virtually as well. You can watch Floella Benjamin, who's there. You can watch virtually. If you go in person, then it's reasonably priced, about £15 a ticket, depending on who you go and watch. Or you can watch virtually for £5. And quite a number of well-known famous authors are actually going to be there.
I'd say that Fatherland is the best book I have ever read.
I'll tell him that, Peter.
Yeah, it's the best book I've ever read. I don't like his Roman things, but that book,
Pompey, yeah,
which they've turned into a film. You can see it on Netflix, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fantastic book. I really enjoyed it. But do you know who else has written a book similar about Hitler winning in Britain? You know, John? George Galloway.
Okay.
He's written a similar type of book.
You mentioned that name, and John and I can't get the picture of Rula Lenska out of our heads.
You want me to be a pussy?
No.
Well, just to let you know, he's on every Sunday at 7 o'clock on a Sunday on his YouTube channel, The Mother of All Talk Shows, it's called. And it's actually quite it's a good laugh when he takes the people that phone into him, right? The way he treats them, if he's had enough of them, is quite funny. So it's good. And the other one that you probably know is Mr. Belfield, got jailed for 5 years.
No, don't know.
So this is the guy that I watched, and he's anti-BBC and everything, and whistleblowing, quite a controversial person. And he's been given 5 years under the stalking laws, but it was online stalking using Twitter mainly. And everybody has been shocked with the jail sentence he's been given. You know? So it's been, I'm surprised he hasn't, what do you call it, appealed it yet. But the other big news, you know I'm great about free speech, don't you?
Yeah.
You know who else got their PayPal cancelled just recently?
Wait a minute. It's at the back of my mind. I have heard about it, but tell us more, Peter.
So, the Free Speech Union, which I am a member of, a company or a charity, I'm not sure what they are, who will speak up for whether you're left, right, centre, no matter what colour you are, they will stick up for your worst enemy. One person decided, I believe it was one person, decided to put in a complaint, and PayPal cancelled him personally and cancelled his website and cancelled the Free Speech Union. Boy, did it backfire, right? Because what happened, it's Toby Young. Do you know Toby Young?
I've heard the name, but you move in different circles, Peter.
Yeah, Toby Young is a conservative thinker, writes for The Spectator and things like that. not a right-wing man. However, he said something that got him, he lost a lot of work because of it. But anyway, so he started the Free Speech Union, which has saved a lot of jobs, actually. And he went to Jacob Rees-Mogg in complaint, and a few other MPs, who then got in touch with PayPal. And guess what? What do you think happened?
Nothing.
They apologised,
Oh,
and they give him a PayPal account. He says, thank you for that, but I won't be using you anymore. We've got someone else. And then people were writing underneath, and I'm cancelling my account too, and I'm cancelling mine. So we've reached this left, right, centre cancel culture, you know? And it was quite interesting. And the British government did get involved with this one, you know, because we're ripe now for Britain saying, so this is the laws you're putting on people. Well, this is the laws of our land, the United Kingdom. This will be our law for you trading here, i.e., pay more tax.
as if that's going to happen anywhere in the world, Peter. Right.
Oh, nice background. I thought it was me.
Yeah, I've shown that on screen.
I know,
I'll
I've
show
seen
it
that.
again. There you are. Nice background, Peter.
Take out the background and say, nice Peter. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to think of anything that's happening. I mean, sport-wise, I mean, we've had no Premier League football for a while, John. Seems like years.
Yeah, although it looks like Bournemouth is going to become owned by Las Vegas businessman Bill Foley.
Okay.
They're in the last final bits with the Premier League approval now. So.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm going to change tack totally.
Right.
Over the weekend, I decided to take this and this. Wait a minute, I'll find it in a second. And this. Let me go full screen. Okay. I've had Aftershocks headphones for a while, and Peter's got some too. But I got this new pair, which only weigh 26 grams, and I paired them with my phone. This is not rocket science. This is just, well, it just happened. Paired it with the phone. I can listen to Amazon Music, and I can listen to Amazon Music whilst I am, wait for it. It should work if I go here. John, sorry, just a minute. I'll hide that card too. I'm telling a story, so I want to get it right. Okay, what I decided to do, and using my new Fitbit as well, is to actually go out. I'm going to I'm going to shrink myself just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go there. Okay, this is my Fitbit dashboard. And as you can see, as I scroll down, I've been doing a large number of steps from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I can show you a map of where I've been. This is all available on Fitbit if you buy a Fitbit. But just like Strava, Peter, basically you get a map, because the Fitbit I've got, the Charge 5, has got GPS.
Yeah.
So you actually get a map of where you've walked, and it tells you what your pace was. And look at that, 15 minutes, 44 seconds for a mile. Wow. Yeah. I'm impressed. Tells you your heart rate during the walk and whether you're actually in cardio mode or fat burning. So all around there is fat burning. And then it shows you the calories burned and shows you how many steps you've done, 8,941. And I'm actually bitten by the health bug, Peter. I'm actually now going out every morning at 11:30 for an hour and a half and doing 4 to 4.5 miles. And it's made a heck of a difference already, because I'm noticing every time I do it, it gets easier. Yeah. So that's my health kick. with technology, all of which is available on Amazon Live, whether you're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S24, you're talking about the Fitbit Charge 5, or the Aftershok's Aeropex headphones. Okay, commercial break over, but I'm just so chuffed with it. I thought I'd tell the world about it.
Well, you know, Stephen, it's funny you should mention that, because I mentioned on my Facebook yesterday that you know, I posted it up, and my partner, my cycling buddy, he goes out on an electric bike. And one thing I noticed yesterday, I use my bike to go to the office and things, you know,
Yeah.
and drop stuff off. I went back into the city and put some trousers back, and then I says, where do you want to go? She says, she loves the beach. She says, do you want to go to the beach? And I went, okay. And every time I go there, I think, it's one big hill back home, right? And I mentioned, before I know it, I'm home. The hills mean
Brilliant.
nothing now. I'm just getting fitter.
Yeah.
12 mile we done yesterday, and it's just before I know it, I'm home. But I used to struggle, so we've been doing a lot of mileage recently, you know. And as you say, you pick up. Now my mate Andy, remember Andy that's been on here, my friend.
Yeah.
He's lost 3 stone.
Wow.
And he's walking to college and walking back, or sometimes takes the bike, and he's done tremendously well. And it just shows you, when you keep going, there's days I don't want to go cycling, there's halfway around I'm saying, why am I doing this? And then before I know it, I'm home.
I mean, before I started this new regime, which I'm going to continue, I could do 5K in an hour.
Right.
And my time is for doing a 5K is now down to 46 minutes, which is an incredible change. Yeah. But the reason is these headphones and listening to your favorite playlist as you actually go, because you forget you're walking then. You're not concentrating. All you're doing is listening to great music and just walking.
Yeah.
And it works, John.
Now, John, what do you do to keep fit?
Lots of digging, gardening, you know.
Yeah. And that probably keeps you fit, actually. It does keep you fit, you know. Yeah.
We stripped a huge area on Saturday and Sunday, and I ran the strimmer, and I was absolutely knackered both evenings.
Yeah.
And the other thing to say, folks, is this is for the people that are looking at that thing over the ear. What they called again, Stephen?
It's called Aftershok's.
Aftershok's. One of the best programs. I bought them years ago, and they've got better and better. What's the difference from this ones you've got, Stephen, and the last ones you bought?
Different.
Yeah.
Quality of sound is one. Right. 2, I can be 40 foot away from the mobile phone. I can still hear the music. Yeah. 3, the lightweight now, they're only 26 grams. You just forget you're wearing them. And they simply work. They simply work. So,
but how much are they in British shillings? Sorry? How much are they in British pounds and shillings?
£125.
Well,
and what was the weight? 26 grams?
26 grams.
Yeah.
Which is the weight of a Walker's bag of crisps these days, roughly.
Yeah.
That's if you're not eating them all.
Okay. Good comparison.
27.5 grams for a Walker's bag of crisps. They used to be 55 grams 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bag of crisps last night. I thought, there's nothing in here. They're empty.
Lots of nitrogen to keep them crisp.
Well, I got the munchkins the other day, and my favourite pork scratchings, the best ones, have went up to £1.5. So I've found them in farm foods, not the same ones, but really good quality, for 85 pence a bag. You know?
Porky scratchings.
Pork scratchings, not porkies. They're Black Country. That's the name of them. Black packet as well.
Yeah,
and
Dudley.
I phoned round. I says, have you got any? She says, and I'm going to give a shout out to Farm Foods. The woman says, I will phone round. She phoned right back. She says, Peter, they've got them in the Hood Again store. and I went down immediately, and I left one packet for somebody else. I felt I couldn't take them all.
I like a bag of scratchings, but only every now and again. I probably only eat 5 packets in a year. So
Picking yourself. What's on the top of my head, gents? Can you see something?
yeah, you got whiteout.
What's that with?
Yeah. Basically, I hate to say this, Peter, but it's the lighting.
Too much lighting.
Switch them on and off again. Switch them off until we get the
It's my first time with him, folks. Hold on now.
okay. Okay, that's getting better. Yeah, you're getting better. It's just you got so much hair, Peter.
Silver hair, unfortunately. Right, there's the thing. Too much white. Right. So does that mean I'll have to put them up high or something? Let's try this.
I think
Okay.
it's shining off your silver bonnet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've got to be honest here, Peter. It's the waviness in your hair which is confusing the background removal software, and there's nothing you can do about that apart from unwave your hair.
Or buy a real background.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Use background removal software.
Hold on. Watch this.
The problem I've got is there's a foot and shelves behind me. Yeah. So there is nowhere to put a real background.
Well, guess what, guys? No light now.
Oh, that's better.
All I've got
Some
is
natural lighting's working.
single small bulb up there and the window on that side.
Maybe I could put them away in the corner of the room, standing up.
White out as well from this.
With white here.
Just to finish off our roundabout lighting, I'm lit by a Logitech Litra Glow light, which is, of course, down in the carousel. It would be for on Amazon. Yeah. I'm being interviewed tonight, and this is the reason we're getting more viewers at the moment. We're getting viewers from the Philippines and from around the world. Right. I'm being interviewed tonight at 8 o'clock our time by Carla Reichman. Reekman, sorry. I got her surname wrong. And I don't know what she's going to ask me about, but I'll do my best to answer the questions. But she's a good friend of Rayan Alawala, who is probably one of the best networkers in Pakistan. And he sent the audiences to it. He shares Blabbing for Britain, and people come and watch us. So thank you to Rayhan. Thank you to Carla. I'm looking forward to tonight. No idea what's going to happen. Could be anything. I do know there will be a brick wall involved, though, because I'm not going.
You must send me the link on my new Facebook, because I'm wanting to buy a drop down. I don't know what.
All right. Okay.
Real
55
drop down or something like that.
55 bucks. If I zoom out,
yeah.
I go like this. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. What you've got, and you've got the green screen. You can see that in the background, but you've got a T stand, which means it doesn't take much space. You've got one central pole and then 2 bars going out, and then you just hang the photography backdrop over the top, put the 4 clips in place, job done. Yeah. So about £55 all in, Peter.
Well, I like that would be great, and I'll get a different one for you, maybe. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, because these are photography backdrops.
Yeah.
There are literally thousands to choose from, because photographers got there way before live broadcasters. Yeah. And so you have. I mean, if you want to be on a Hawaiian beach, you can be on a Hawaiian beach. If you want to be, just one more, I think.
You had competition while you were doing your Amazon live yesterday, because the guy from Be Live was broadcasting at his Amazon live at the same time as you.
That would have been Mr. Nick Wood.
No, the guy that owns Be Live. I'm trying to think of his name.
Daniel Meyer.
Yeah. I'm sure it was him or one of his people. I got both of invites from both of you yesterday,
Oh, right.
same time.
Good.
Now,
Yeah,
listen,
Hey,
are you?
have you been to the Be Life site lately, Peter? The
Not
web.
really.
It is nothing.
Shall we go there, John? That was such a hint.
do
We'll go.
Nothing
Let's-
but Amazon now. It's all about Amazon Live.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Let's
Well,
just share,
I
let's
better-
just share the page, shall we? Thank you for the in, John. Let's go here.
Yes,
And
and yes, Mr. Healy and Mr. Nick Wood are on there, giving their recommendations.
just a minute. Let's bring it full screen. Bring it into the broadcast. Take that card out. And if we go like that, then what I want to do is to swap that with me. Okay, this should work. Probably not, because this is a live demonstration. Anything can go wrong. Yeah. And then I can hopefully go like this and like this. Okay, so this is the new Amazon and John, sorry, new Be Live site. As John quite rightly says, the concentration now is on Amazon Live, and there have been several innovations in relation to Amazon Live, which relate. And if we go down the screen, skyrocket your Amazon Live sales, and then underneath that you've got testimonials. And we all know Adair. We know the guy in the middle. Grant Saunders is a stage hypnotist. It's fast, isn't it? He's a stage hypnotist based in Yorkshire. And Nick, of course, a good friend down in Farnborough. Adair's in Australia. Efrahin is in the States. And recognise the lady in the middle there? Irene Chan is there.
Chan, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the new setup. There's a new live sales academy, which is to train people basically to succeed on Amazon Live. And there's Grant, the stage hypnotist, stroke broadcaster, Molly Mahoney, who we all know, Dr. Elo from the States, Monty Weaver, a well-known Amazon Live broadcaster, and some chap from Devisors.
Can I ask a question about these people, right?
Yeah.
Do they all talk on different subjects?
Yep. Yeah, they've all got different specialities. It's not reinforcing the same message over and over. I mean, Molly talks about camera competence. Yeah, I'll give you that as an example. Monty is an A-lister on Amazon Live, the creme de la creme. So he's one of the top broadcasters on Amazon Live. And of course, we know we can show Amazon comments on screen. We can brand our streams. And we have the carousel now, Peter. The carousel is now in the studio. So we can actually show everything that's in the carousel when we're broadcasting also on Facebook and YouTube. So you know what the heck we're talking about.
Site.
Yeah. And it's basically it's coming together. It's not had an official launch yet, but
Okay.
it's all happening in the background.
That's good.
I've put together my first bit. Basically, there is an 8-week course. If you want to learn how to sell on Amazon Live, there is an 8-week course with the tutors I've just shown you, and you get one-to-ones with the tutors as well. So you get to speak rather than there are webinars, but there are also one-to-one sessions. And the whole idea is to take you from being a competent broadcaster to a competent marketer. Because if you can broadcast and you've got a following, you can actually market on Amazon Live. Yeah. So it's a step-by-step process. And you're right, John, they have pivoted away from, they're now a niche, a boutique system. Yeah, because it's all about live selling. Live selling is where it's at. I mean, Amazon Live, we know. The Walmart system is on its way. We know that there are many systems in China for live selling. We know that, as one Peter pointed out earlier this week, live selling is where the action is. It's where everything's actually taking place. Yeah. So
But at the moment, it's to Amazon Live on it. What's to say someone big couldn't say, I want you to sell my washing machines today? Just my washing machines. Can you get that?
oh yeah, brands come along. I mean, I've been offered drones again, but given Nick's success with drones, I won't be actually having a drone on my show. I've been offered storage boxes, big black storage boxes by a UK company who are trying to get going. A shout out to David Taylor, because they have products on Amazon and they want to market them, and they're going down the live selling route. The unfortunate thing is that with a show called Lights, Camera, Action, I cannot have a big black box and say this is relevant to what I'm talking about. So he needs to
put it all in.
well, yeah, I've got an increasing catalogue of things. He needs people talk about houseware.
No, you can just say, I've got so much equipment, I have to get these black boxes to put that in.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Problem solved.
I had a long chat with him. I pointed him in the direction of a few sellers who specialise in the home, and they're probably better positioned. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, nobody would expect to find a black box on my. Well, listen, I might go against the trend and put a black box on my broadcast. Okay, right. So, thank you, John, for the Amazon Live and Be Live.
Just one last question, John. Has it still got to be done on an iPhone, even using Be Live?
Basically, the Amazon Live system is independent of any broadcaster. It doesn't care where you come from, but the only way you can get there is an iPhone or an iPad. Yeah.
So even using the system here, you've got to use an iPad or an iPhone.
Yeah. The Be Live system is developing nicely. On Monday, from this studio, without using any additional software, we actually went live on my Amazon Live page and Nick's Amazon Live page at the same time, which means Nick can sell things on his page and I can sell things on my page. That's when we have the music quiz, the Trivia Plant music quiz, movie quiz, sorry. And basically, Nick tells me which 5 items he's going to talk about. I tell him my 5 items. We put them in each other's carousel so that when Nick is talking about one of his products, I can show it on my page as well. It works out quite well. Yeah. So shout out to Be Live. And I just need to close the right Be Live page now, otherwise we'll be off air. Right. Okay. Shouldn't have 2 Be Live pages. Yeah. So it's all going on, and more people are getting involved in live selling. With Walmart coming on board, I mean that's going to be well. What you've got then is you've got a fight then to get the good broadcasters. Yeah. Okay, and you've got to remember, Amazon is only Amazon US. It can go Amazon UK, Amazon ES, Amazon DE. Yeah.
So you're going to be selling Walmart products in your live.
You'd have to contract to Walmart. You'd be broadcasting on the Walmart page, and you'd be selling Walmart products. Yeah.
All right.
On commission. Yeah.
I'm confused. It would be nothing to do with Amazon.
Nothing at all.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's grown.
Walmart. Yeah. Walmart is comparable in size to Amazon. And obviously they've seen how live selling is going everywhere else, and they're bringing their own live selling system. They're starting off with celebrities, which they all team to, and then they'll come to us common folk and say, right, can you broadcast on the site? We'll pay you commission.
Do you remember our discussions years ago? And I actually said, one day you'll be standing there and you'll be selling, just like QVC.
It's happened. It has come to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a visionary. Anyway.
John and I are keeping a silence there. You are definitely a visionary, Peter. Okay. Right. So, yes. Okay, it's one of those moments where we've got silence.
Yeah.
Anything happening in Solihull, John?
No.
All right, okay. Anything happening in Aberdeen, Peter?
We can't afford to do anything in Solihull anymore.
I'll tell you, that bike run I went on yesterday,
Yeah.
it was a very sad cycle. As
What?
I went into the grey granite streets of Aberdeen, and when I hit the city centre, I must video it one day coming down my bike. It was absolutely empty. And we said to each other, I've never seen so many for lease, for sale, closing down signs. And it really was sad. But however, so we went down the beach, it wasn't very busy, and then we cycled up to the West End, to a cafe up in the West End. It was packed. People buying their coffee and their dinner. But I don't know what bricks and, I think bricks and mortar are out now. I mean, look, how's my take on what's going to happen again in the future? I've told you, hi, my name's Peter. What type of trousers are you looking for? We've got this range here. What's your waist? Give me your waist sizes. We'll get a dummy, mate. And yeah, this is how you'll look in it. Give us your head. I'll put it onto you. Oh, isn't that? You look wonderful. We can get them sent out to you. And if they don't fit, you can get them back. Right? And that's how it's going to be. This is your shoes, it's the size, has the width, has that, great for plantar fasciitis because they've got this here. Anything else I can help you with. And that is the future. Take note of this date, and that is going to be, you're going to have your own personal shopper. Mark my words.
Could well happen, Peter. Could well happen. Yeah. In Devices this weekend, it is a festival. It's the Food and Drink Festival, which is 3 days of celebration of food, and not necessarily food from Devices, food from all around the world. But Angelica and I will miss that because we're in Henley for the book festival, listening to Robert Harris and Floella Benjamin. Well, I won't be listening to Floella. Angelica and Katie are listening to Floella. I'm just going to listen to Robert Harris and enjoy, hopefully, a dry weekend in Henley, which would be good. So a mini break.
People that give a talk, what will Robert Harris be speaking about? What's his purpose?
He's marketing. He's selling his book. He's selling his latest book, talking about the background to the book, because obviously the book itself is faction, mixture of fiction and fact, and he's going to tell us basically the history of why he started the book. Because the thing that fascinates me is how does he pick his topics?
Yeah.
How did he decide to write Fatherland? How did he decide to write Pompeii? And it's got to be things that interest him. And we have a comment coming in. And the comment is, morning, lads. Sorry for being late. Okay, and it's our good friend Zen Mice is back. You are a little bit late this morning, has to be said. We do start at 10 o'clock on the dot.
Right.
And then we switch off again at 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
No mess.
And go and get another cup of coffee.
Yeah. No messing around.
And then half 11. Half 11, go for a 4-mile walk again. It's fine at the moment. I'm hoping it stays fine. Yeah. Okay. So we started with politics. We're not in a good place. Hopefully things will get better. Somebody will come up with some answers. The Bank of England will ride to the rescue. And I just when Boris was in charge, he did listen to his civil servants. Ms. Truss is not listening to anybody. And apart from Jacob Rees-Mogg, still can't understand why he's got where he is. But never mind, that's just my problem. Right, so football's back this weekend. which is good. Burnley will continue their successful run to the top of the Championship and be back in the Premier League before you can say Jack Robinson. So I'm looking forward to Premier League football again. Yeah. Duty called, fine. And yeah, be welcome next week. You are most welcome to join us next week. Oh, by the way, you can answer a question for us. How is Stephen? We've not heard from Stephen in a long while. It'd be good to know he's actually okay. I mean, he's still in our messenger group and he still reads it, but we've not had any word from him. So if they are okay, it'd be good to know.
Well, I'll maybe come later, but right now I'm in a conference, so I'll phone you back. Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, and the question, Peter, is, do you think Labour will win the next general election?
No.
Right. John?
Well, by the time we get the next general election, Peter's country will have declared independence, so they'll be having their own general election.
That's only 2 years away.
It's not going to happen. Do you know?
It's great to point him up.
Unfortunately, it's taken the Queen to pass away in order for us to see how united this country is. Those that shout the most, it doesn't mean they win the most.
John, it's oh right, okay.
Not spoken to Stephen in years, so who knows?
Okay, well, it's a couple of years since we spoke to him. Well, at least. John, it's over to you.
Well, it's goodbye for him with the table running through his neck, and it's goodbye from him with his bendy wall, because it is bendy. And yes, you can see my headrest on my chair, but I'm about to sack this chair and get a new one. So it's goodbye from him down there in the south, him over there, but really up there in the north, and from me in the Midlands. We'll be here same time, same place next week. Bye.
Bye.